Do you travel globally frequently? Do you prefer to wear an analog watch? Do you wish that watch had features like your smartwatch? Stay tuned for an amazing solution that will leave you asking, why aren't all watches like this one? Hi, and welcome to this episode of Joe's Watch Show. Today, we'll look at the Citizen Promaster Skyhawk. After owning this for over a month and flying with it twice, I believe it could be the travel, one and done watch that does it all. Let's do a quick unboxing, then right into the technology, features, and dimensions that make this Skyhawk so damn good.
The Skyhawk comes in a really nice Pelican case. This next step is really important. Be sure to scan the QR code and download the My Citizen app. There, you'll register your warranty. You'll find watch setting instructions. You can see here the warranties for 6 years. Make sure you watch the video on all these amazing features. We'll review the basics shortly. Okay, watch this next part carefully. This is what makes this watch so special. You'll notice the second hand's moving, so is the minute hand. That's because it's receiving a signal from the radio frequency to set the watch to the time zone that it's in. Okay, so it stopped and it's set. Is it right? You bet it is. Pretty cool, right? The Citizen Promaster Skyhawk is an aviation-inspired watch with its overall look and features like an anti-rotating fuel consumption calculator, a feature I'm sure I'll never use, but it looks super cool. The Skyhawk is a good-looking watch. I love the shade of blue and the contrast of the hands and indices in that khaki-ish tone. And the brown padded leather strap is the perfect complement to the overall dial vibe. Feature number 1 is the EcoDrive H145 movement that is powered by light, any light, sunlight or indoor room light. You'll never need a battery. It's always a grab-and-go watch. Okay, here's a pro tip on how to keep the EcoDrive battery healthy for years to come. I keep most of my collection in a drawer, out of sight and out of light. Don't do this with your EcoDrive watches. Do this instead. Keep them in a watch box that has a clear glass top that lets light in and keeps dust out.
So we saw the next feature, which is the radio-controlled synchronization to the atomic clock for superior accuracy. Live and in action when I took it out of the box, and it automatically received the signal and automatically set the time to the right time zone. If you're a traveler, that's a phenomenal feature to have. Yes, maybe a Apple Watch or any other digital watch or your phone will do that automatically. But if you want to wear a traditional analog watch, because it looks great on your wrist and you just like that, this is the best alternative to anything digital or high tech. There are spots where you may not be able to get a signal. It is possible. So there's a way to actually manually do that. And what you do is unscrew the crown. Yes, it's a screw down crown. Okay. And you pop it out to the first position. It's adjusting to, you can see there, New York City, which is the closest time hub to me in New Jersey, where I am. If I was going to go to, there's London time. Here's London time, right? So it's 9:51 in London currently. I'm going to keep going until it flips the date, because I think that's even cooler, because that'll be the next feature we go over, which is a perpetual calendar. So if I go down here, let's go to Sydney, Australia. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow in Sydney. So you're going backwards. There goes the date. Isn't that amazing? So let's get right into that next feature, which is your perpetual calendar. Your watch will always be correct. You don't have to deal with the months, which months have 30 days and leap year, except for the leap. It's a perpetual calendar, will always be right. And I'm going to show you something else shortly too, but let's go back to New York and it'll reset. Now it's right. Matches my other Citizen. Margin of error is only 1 second every, wait a minute, wait for it, 100,000 years. Is your watch that accurate? You know, a Grand Seiko is crazy accurate. Not like this. This is a watch that costs literal fraction of what a Grand Seiko might cost. Grand Seikos probably start at 5,000 and creep up, way up. You know, we're talking about a watch that $369 on Amazon, which I will leave the link for down in the description. Trust me, it's worth it. Worth every penny, in my opinion. Okay, let's look at some dimensions and some remaining specs. Case diameter quickly. Yep, 43. The lug to lug here, 46. The lug width is 22. And the case thickness is just about 12. And of course, the case itself is stainless steel. It does have the screw down crown that we talked about before. With that, you're going to get 200 meters of water resistance. The crown itself has got a real cool knurling to it. You can see it there. That knurling is also on the crown on the other side. The crown that moves that fuel computer that I won't use, but hey, listen, there might be a pilot out there somewhere that uses it. That's just another cool fidget thing for me to play with every now and then. This button on the side here, we'll press that in real quick, show you what happens. That's a meter for the radio signal. Currently, I'm not receiving one. You press it back and it resets and keeps ticking on the time. So that's why that manual ability to set time zones, which is 26 different time zones, is also a backup feature. You can do a total reset there. The little pen, you just press it in with a pen or a watch sizing tool. Again, these are all features in that video when you scan the QR code in your little book that I showed you in the beginning. It is a sapphire crystal, and you do definitely have some anti-reflective, not a lot, but it's there, coating on the inside crystal. The hands are fully lumed, so are the numerals and the indices. And we'll look at the Lume shortly. The strap we talked about, padded leather, nice looking with that white stitching. It is a nicely milled scissor clasp. Buckle is signed with Citizen. It does have one little hole for micro adjust, which is better than none. But I do find when I wear this watch, it's very easy to get a fit on it. Really is easy. There's how you release it there. You release it and you move that to whichever hole rather is preferred. Again, easy on the fly adjustments, right? It's an on the fly adjustment clasp, which is one of the things I like about sometimes wearing something other than a steel bracelet is it's just easier if you have to adjust, if you don't have a on the fly adjustment on the clasp. Okay, we're back. Let's take a peek at the Lume. Let's turn those lights off. Very bright Lume. Evenly dispersed. You can see there's really no brighter spots, although the hands look brighter than the numerals and the indices. Looks good to me. Let's move on to some wrist shots outside and we'll close it up. I have to say, I truly like everything about this feature-packed, high-value watch from Citizen. The specs are really amazing, from the eco-drive movement, radio-controlled timing, and perpetual calendar, and even a sapphire crystal. To complete my thought on the Skyhawk being a one-and-done watch, I've swapped out the leather strap for this rubber Tropic, so a dip in the pool won't be a problem. Mission complete. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you'll be notified of future episodes. Take a look at one of the videos up on screen, and thanks for watching.